Welcome to the last video before our recap. In this video, we're going to be wrapping up this application. We're going to give it all of the functionality that it needs to have to actually work the way that I showed y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. The last thing that we really need to do here is actually change the label's text once we click on the button. And the way that we're going to do that is by, well, actually first, let's go ahead. We don't really need to look at the layout anymore. The layout's completely done and we've connected all of our outlets and actions. So at this point, let's just click on the view controller file over here. This is essentially the same thing that we're looking at right here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. This is the same thing that we're looking at here, but instead of having this split view, I just kind of want to look at the actual code. So let's go ahead and get rid of this comment here. And let's talk about what we're trying to do. So we want to set the label text equal to an interpolated string that says hello and then whatever you typed in the text field. So let's kind of start there. Let's say label.text equals and then let's do an interpolated string. So let's say hello, comma, backslash, and then we're going to say text field dot text, and then we'll put an exclamation point. So in theory, this should say hello, and then whatever name you put in the text field, and then an exclamation point. But we're seeing this little warning pop up that says string interpolation produces a debug description for an optional value. So the reason that it's saying this is because textfield.text, if we look here, is an optional string. And we can't interpolate string values with an optional value because it's, what if it's nil? Well, then the interpolated string is going to break. It's going to say like hello nil, which that doesn't really work. We need to make sure that we actually have a value. So if you remember, we kind of talked about this in the first module. We need to unwrap the value first and make sure that it's not nil before we inject it into this interpolated string. So let's go up one line, and let's do that by doing the if let. You'll remember when we did that. So if let field text equal text field dot text, and then now we can move this logic into here, and we can say instead of text field dot text, we could just say field text. Let's go ahead and run this and see what we've got. So now we've got hello world here, and if I type my name and I click submit, it's going to say hello Cole. So that's pretty cool. That basically does what we want it to do. But before we move completely on, let's make sure that we kind of cover some edge cases too. So if I remove all this text, what's going to happen? It's going to say hello, comma, and then there's nothing there. So let's go ahead and put a default, and let's say if it says, if the text field is blank, let's make it just say hello world. So let's add one little extra piece of logic here, and let's say if the field text is not null, and then we're going to say and by putting this little comma here, we're going to say if we can unwrap this text field value and field text does not equal an empty string, then we want to do this, else let's say label.text equals hello world. So again, one more time, this is saying if the text field.text is not null, then let's go ahead and store it in this field text constant. And then also the field text must not equal, if you remember from before, this means not equal an empty string, then we're going to say hello, whatever the field text is, else we're just going to put hello world. And if we run that one more time, and we put Cole, submit, we see hello Cole, and then if we remove that text and click submit, it's just going to say hello world. So again, that's pretty much it. I mean, now we've got an application that we've hooked up a button to, we've hooked up a text field, we've hooked up a label. I mean, this is the basis for pretty much every application. We're accepting user input. Once they click submit, we're showing them some output. That's the basic idea behind an application, and you can see that it didn't really require a whole lot of code to get there. I mean, all that we really did was add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines of code, and we've got this very basic application working. So in future modules, we're just going to kind of expand upon that. So that kind of wraps up this video. Let's recap in the